gang, Chef21 here. We are back with the Voron build, and today we are doing the Gantry slash Y carriage. So let's dive right into that and see how things go. For this, we're going to need one of our extrusions. I think this one's got the bad ends, but let me check. That one's okay. That end's not great. This is the one with the bad ends. Okay. The last two need to have decent ends, because they do get screwed in from the end, so I'm doing the one with the bad ends. Par for the course, we've got our little retention strip for the M2s. Let's grab that bag. And I'm going to check fit on this one because the last ones were a bit tight. And this one is very much the same. So now I've gotten that squared away. I load this up with nuts, as per usual. And there is supposed to be a MGN7 rail on here, but my fifth one came broken, so I had to order a fresh one, and that will be here eventually. But I think we can put this together without it. I'm going to try to get that somewhat centered. And we are going to load it with the M2x6 screws. Just so that they're preserved when it does become time for it. And so we can move it around as we start assembling. Okay, so I've got those situated, and when we come back, we'll finish the assembly off. So, getting into the main part of this build here for the gantry. We're going to need the last set of bearings. The two toothed idlers, a bag of shims, all four of the remaining printed spacers. So we're going to take two M3x25s, which, oh, there, fell off the table. Okay. Thing is that we need four of these. Now, we start with the two pieces with the alignment groove. And we can run our screws up through the two holes on either side. On either one. Now, keep these in the same orientation as the manual, because there is a specific arrangement for how these go. Because if you've got them backwards, then the belt paths don't line up the way they need to. So, I'm going to keep them aligned with the manual as best I can. And it looks like they both get one of the printed spacers. On the other one, so like on this one, you've got the bearings and then the spacer. And on this push, you've got the idler. On this one, you've got the bearings on this side and the idler on this side. Idler here, bearings here. On this one, it's bearings here, idler here. Not a big deal. And that's where my couple of 3 washers go. Literally, you have 2 M3 washers in this whole thing. Yeah, okay, that makes sense. So, I'm going to put the proper side of the washer up on this one, and then down on this one. And I can't get a good picture with this camera to show you exactly what I mean. But there is a right and a wrong way. Ooh, hold on, let's see. These need M3 by 5s, not M3 by 7 spacers. Okay. Actually, you need both. You need the M3s, M3 by 5s, and the M3 by 7s, and regular washers, I believe. Actually, no. Never mind, I am mistaken. You need both of the shim sizes. So where did I put that? There it is. They don't make this readily apparent. So, M3 7, M3 5. Shim, or idler. M3 5. You need the 5s so that you're spacing off of the inner bearing race on the idler and not the outer bearing race. If you didn't do that, you're spacing off the outer race, then the idler does not spin correctly. Okay, that's done. And then we seal this one off with the printed spacer. Ooh, I'm gonna have to modify that a little bit. Hold on. Okay, got that sorted out. As I was saying, if you want to have the washer nearest the toothed idler have a bearing surface, or be pressing on the idler's inner bearing surface, inner race, so that it is still free to spin. If it was pressing on the outer race, it would not spin, hence the need for the smaller bearings, smaller washers. It's like this one will take 2 of these shims. And then 2 bearings, followed by another 2 shims, and then it would get cinched on like so. But I need to draw the whole stack onto, I need to draw the screw through the stack a little bit more, so I'll put a nut on. Nut and my pliers. Hold the nut and use it to draw the screw in. Okay. I'm going to need to draw the nuts into this as well. Okay, so that's done. We also need of the couple of the self-tapping screws as well. So we need this to help secure it in this column, just so there's some right here, just so there's some structural support on that edge. Now, okay. So, got the 2 assembled. You see how they're mirror images of one another. That needs to maintain that so that they belt routing paths are correct. Now, I think this is the way it needs to go. Okay, I somehow have these wrong. Hold on, I gotta get the printer for this. Or the drawing is just bad. I need to check the belt routing path. Okay. The image is not clear in the manual. With this assembled, you need this pulley over here and the bearing stack there. You need this idler here and the bearing stack there. I've got them backwards. I need to take them apart. So, give me a moment and I will flip these around. Okay. Got them switched around. Small issue, no big deal. Now, we need the standoff for the limit switch and 3M M3 by 12s. A bunch of nuts and one M3 by 25. We need to slot 4 of these nuts into the bottom of the rail. And then we take 2 of the 3M12 or M3 by 12s. Those go in the top. And what I'm going to do is put the nuts on gently, slide this in, and then tighten them down. I'm going to snug it in just a little bit. Now the bottom side needs M3 by 6s. Which I feel like I'm running shorter than I should be of. I feel like I've used them in somewhere I'm not supposed, or I wasn't supposed to have. I've got 3s where I should, or 6s where I should have 8s or something. So for the moment, it's only getting 1. I don't think I need the 4th one, but I will see if I can find it. Now, on the top, it's a little different. Yes, you need the M12 in this one with the recess. And then this is the stop block for the end stop for X-axis. Again, put 2 nuts on. And we will slide the 2 nuts for the bottom in, even if I'm only planning on using 1 for the moment. Okay, those are all stacked up. I will loosen them just slightly. And now we can put the printer up here. Pull the carriages to the front. The rail sets onto the carriages. And that mounts with M2x6s. It is 4 screws. Per carriage. And there are 2 carriages per Okay, I've got the gantry assembled now. Need to true it up a little bit, but that's to be done shortly. And once I get the belts routed. This is SharpShot21 signing off. I hope you guys found this interesting and insightful. And if it was helpful for you, please let me know, hitting that like button. And if you want to see the rest of this build, we're getting near the end, feel free to hit subscribe and the bell icon, and that'll let you know when I put up a new video. Thanks for tuning in. Sharps out.
Thank you all for watching. I hope you enjoyed. If you did, please hit the like and subscribe buttons. It really helps me out, and it lets you know when I put something new up. New videos will be going up on Tuesdays or Thursdays at 8 a.m. Eastern. And if I do decide to do live streams, I will try to give 24 hours notice. So hit the subscribe button on the channel and you'll be notified when I post that stuff too. Hope to see you next time. Sharps out.